This is a uSDX 8-band all-mode QRP HF transceiver. It'll do between 3 and 5 watts on its internal battery. Right there. It'll do up to 10 watts on an external battery source. It does AM, FM, upper and lower sideband, and it is a pocket transceiver with 8 HF bands, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Shut up and sit down.
Hamradio 2.0 reviews, news, and how-tos of things that are new in amateur radio. Thank you for joining the channel today. My name's Jason. I'm KC5HWB. I found this thing on Banggood, banggood.com. Some people have asked about that in the past. Banggood's a fairly decent website to get weird stuff from, but they carry a lot of stuff besides just two-way radio equipment. But they do carry some decent two-way radio equipment. You know, most of this stuff comes out of China. It is a Chinese website similar to AliExpress, something like that. And there's a link in the description below to this radio if you want to read up more about it. But I wanted to go through this today, show you guys what it looked like, show all the features of it. I'm going to plug it into the antenna. We're going to do some receiving with it. I might try to key it up and transmit. We'll see what happens with that. But it's QRP. As I've said many times in the past, my house and my whole neighborhood's kind of in a valley. Can't really get out with QRP too well out of here. But I want to do some Parks on the Air stuff with it upcoming after we get it on video here in the shack. So let's take a look right now. All right, so this is the radio here. It's a close-up of it right here. You'll notice that it does have the internal speaker, which is right here, internal speaker. It's not a bad speaker, but it's not great either. If you turn the... You hear it kind of... You hear some kind of click in it. There's we'll turn it up here in a second and look at it. But over on this is the first thing I noticed about it. It's a QRP radio with an SO239. Most of your QRP radios these days have a BNC connector on it. Well, not this one. This one has an SO239. So I'm not saying that's good, bad, right, wrong. I'm just saying it's different. It does come with this charging cable right here, which they sent me the wrong one. They sent me one with a European style plug. But then this piece goes in here to charge like that. Getting adapters for this on Amazon are fairly easy, so I'll order an adapter for that eventually. This is the power switch right here. Put it a little bit better in the light. Power switch right here. And this is a port for your external power, battery, whatever. It does not come with a the one I got does not come with a cable to go from out of this port here, so you're going to have to either make your own or buy your own. This is a pretty standard port right here. I don't suspect it'll be that hard to find. Here's the screen of the radio. On this side over here, it's got several options. An option for a keyer, a PA, a microphone, a UART, and a speaker. The external, so you can add an external speaker to it in case you don't like this internal one, which this internal one seems a little bit, I don't know, kind of hokey to me, but to each his own. I mean, if you don't want to carry a speaker along in the field, then you don't have to. Something else I wanted to do was weigh it. I'm going to zoom out a touch here. There we go. Because I think the thing is a little bit heavy for what it is. I mean, it looks nice and small and compact, but, and this is my smartphone. So, let me zoom out more. So that's the size of it compared to my smartphone. This is the Sony. This is the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. So it's a little bit taller than your regular Samsung phones. But, you know, it's not a bad size. It just kind of looks like it's, I don't know. It looks like it should be lighter. It's very, very sturdy and well built. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. And if we put it on the scale here, which you probably can't see that. Let's put it like that. Reset it. 22 ounces, about 22.8 ounces. About 23 ounces. So it's just over a pound. Just over a pound. Not bad. Like I said, just a little bit heavier than I expected it to be when I pulled it out of the package. Still very nice and compact and lightweight for those of you wanting to do some backpacking stuff. So let's turn it on and go through the menu here. It's got this 3-position switch. This is all the way off right here. If I turn it to the middle, I don't know what that does. Perhaps that's for external battery power. but you push it far all the way to the front there. That's what turns it on, internal battery power. So I'm going to guess that middle portion is for external, but I don't know. I haven't hooked up an external battery to it yet at the time of this recording. So you've got the menu here, and the menu, since it's so, you do have a tuning knob, so you can tune the radio there. One thing I noticed that is very strange: if you turn the knob to the right, the frequency goes down, and if you turn it to the left, the frequency goes up. So it's backwards. At least for Imperial use, it's backwards. Maybe in Mandarin Chinese, where I think they read right to left, this makes sense. I don't know. This seems backwards to me. Maybe there's a setting in the menu to change that. This is just factory right now. I haven't looked. Okay, but you can go into the menu here, and then you can change a lot of stuff here. This is where the volume is. This is a little bit, I didn't really like this mode, this aspect of it. Here's where you change the band. You got a little arrow next to the 20, so you can change the 17, 15. It'll go to 6 meters. It does have the work bands 12 and 17, 30 meter, 40 meter, 60, 80, 160. Ha, that's a weird noise. So I'm going to go back down to 20. And then when you exit the menu, it takes you back to the main screen. I didn't like that either. So you have to go back into the menu if you want to go to another part here. If we want to change the band, it puts this arrow next to it right there. And then when you exit the menu, it takes you back to the main screen. Then you have to go back into the menu. I thought that was a little bit cheesy as well. But, I mean, not a big deal. It's just a little quirk about it that I noticed. It's got automatic gain control. It's set to fast. That's where it was out of the box. It's got a noise reduction. And it'll go... Ooh, look at that. Wow, that's quite a good noise reduction. I don't have an antenna hooked up right now. We'll hook that up here in a minute. Maybe do some noise reduction testing on it. So you can go through attenuator, 2 different attenuators, S meter, SWR meter. It does not have an internal tuner that I've been able to find. CW decoder. It's got quite a few things for such a small package. Kind of impressed with the number of things you can correct in here. You can turn the backlight on and off. Like that. I think it stays for a little bit and then it eventually goes off, but that or it doesn't work. I don't know. I didn't see any change on that right there, but okay. All right. So about the only thing I don't like about this menu is that in order to go into the menu, in order to change the volume on the radio, you have to go into the menu here. So no antenna. You can probably hear that. It goes up to volume 13 there. And then it goes down to volume -1 for whatever reason. Like that. So let me hook an antenna up to it and see what we can see here. I've just got my off-center fed dipole that I run here in the shack right now. It's not going to be a very special antenna there. So as soon as I plug that in, you could hear the... I'm on FT8, so as soon as I plugged it in, you could hear the FT8 coming through. Turn the volume up a touch. Push the PL259 all the way in. There we go. So there's your FT8 sounds. And then we're of course we're on USB. It does not have a digital upper and lower sideband. So I guess natively you can't really do FT8 with it. But I can change frequencies here, and if I push this knob down, it changes the underscore underneath the numbers there. So the underscore is moving. So I can change to 15 megahertz. I can go here. I can change by 1 megahertz or 0.100th of a megahertz. I was trying to math real quick. If I put the underscore underneath the comma, it goes by a half megahertz or a half 100th of a hertz, 1.5 or 0.5, I should say. So I can change it. So if I want to change it real quick, I can go here, and then I can go was hearing somebody talk on the frequency up here a minute ago. Looks like there's gone. When in doubt, when looking for activity, the best place to go is POTA.app and see who's out there making contacts. Active spots. Everybody who's on 20 meters right now is on CW. Ha, figures. All right, let's just scan around the band. Maybe there's some nets out there or something. That's not terrible.
Morning. Looking for will take your comments immediately. Anybody, anywhere.
There we go.
Please come now. Over.
I wonder if I could check into this or not. Here's the microphone. I didn't show this before. Microphone goes into the side over here. There. It's also got this red button on the bottom here. That's your, so it's got this microphone here, and the red button on the bottom is a PTT, but it's also got this PTT. So I don't know what the difference is. Maybe just a convenience factor. Something like that. This changes this on receive. Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel Whiskey Bravo. Wow, that guy was loud.
You know, I'm usually pretty sharp for an old man sometimes, but today I'm not.
Wow, that dude's loud. Holy cow.
Yeah, I go by Danny there.
Can't hear the station he's talking to.
But I go by my middle name, Danny there, Hal.
All right. Kind of a blip, kind of a when the loud signal comes in. Okay, you see the dB in the menu somewhere. I noticed that you could go here and change the S meter.
NIF, right? What about that, Hal?
Hey.
Yeah, I understand. Mine cuts on, when I'm running this 1500, it cuts my TV.
S bar, words per minute, maybe?
I just let them go on and off. Go ahead.
S5. That's my noise floor right now. S5. According to this radio. Let's see when this guy comes back what it changes to. S10. That's great. That guy's got a great signal. S bar. Okay. So that's kind of neat. So you can change the S meter around. I like that. I like that. I think I like the bar is neat. Once I get used to the radio, I might start using the bar a little bit more. I think right now I want it here. The S5. This guy keeps calling for break and they won't acknowledge him. They probably don't hear him. I doubt they're ignoring him. They probably don't hear him. Whoever this guy's talking to probably has a much better signal than that break station that I keep hearing. I can't hear the other side of this QSO right now. But that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, this guy's just going on. This is not. I thought this was a net at first, but these guys are just rag chewing. There we go. So this POTA station supposedly is on 336. Not hearing that guy. Another one on 328. Love to be able to make a POTA contact on QRP from the shack, but it's probably not going to happen. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Okay, I can kind of hear that guy. He's out there. He's in the noise, but he's out there. I got an S5 noise floor, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun one of these days, turning off the entire house, turning off the whole breaker box in the house, and going through and finding where the RFI is. Looking forward to that. Okay, there he is. Park's on the air. Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel Whiskey Bravo. He's calling for a park to park. That's not me. Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel Whiskey Bravo. I should call QRP. Maybe if he hears me say QRP, if he can hear me at all. Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel Whiskey Bravo, QRP station. Delta Lima, station ending Delta Lima. Be cool if I could do some FT8 with this. You know, I really enjoy FT8 on QRP because I don't know CW yet. Working on that. Yeah, this guy is Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Whiskey Delta. I heard him say Oscar Whiskey Delta. QRP, 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 Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel Whiskey Bravo. Oh, he's getting the Charlie uniform station calling him. That guy in the Azores, I think it is. Shane and I worked him. Mike worked him on the beach. If it's the same dude. Yeah, Charlie Uniform 3, Bravo Lima. Yeah. I can't hear him, but the guy, the Oscar Whiskey Delta station, I hear him calling that guy's call sign. That's cool. QRP station from Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel Whiskey Bravo. No, he's not getting me. So, which is okay. That's kind of what I suspected. Well, no dice there, but as I suspected, that was not surprising. So, but this radio is kind of neat because it is all 8 bands. You know, it goes from 6 to 160, as I showed you a minute ago. The PA port on the end of it is for a PTT for an amplifier, so you could easily switch hook an amplifier to it. I like the fact that it does take an extra. It has its own internal battery, but it will take an external battery and go to 10 watts. It's very reminiscent of like, the 705 does that, and also the KX. A couple of the KX models do that. They do a little bit higher power when you put them on external battery sources. But this one's got a lot. I'll do an overlay right here. This one's got a lot of extra features with it. And, you know, I think I said it was $165. It's actually $185. For $185 for a all mode, all but digital, all mode 8-band 6 to 160 radio, you know, that's not bad. You want to get started in the world of HF radio, you want to get started in the world of QRP, even CW, this might be a good entry-level pack, small, portable, compact QRP transceiver. I think what I'm going to do is take it out to a park with an amplifier, and I might try to call some CQ POTA from QRP, and then if it doesn't work out due to whatever conditions there are that day, or how many people are on the band, or whatever, which usually CQ QRP from POTA is usually pretty good, but I'll have the amplifier there so I can complete the activation. So I'm going to try it both ways. Who's got this radio? What do you think about it? Where have you used it? Where have you found the most success with it if you have used it? Put your comments below. Thank you for watching. Check the link in the description below for more information about this radio, and we will catch you next time.